Hey there, Rob here, blockbustermultimedia.com, and I know a lot of you are really struggling with this idea of using your content to build buzz, traffic, and profits around your business. And specifically, for many of you, it comes down to two areas. Number one, what the heck do you write about? And number two, I know a lot of you have a lot of ideas of what to write about, but you can't figure out what resonates with your market. You know, you do a great blog post and that same one person is the only one who comments on it. Quite frankly, it's embarrassing. Well, I've discovered an amazing free resource that can not only give you ideas for what to write about and research of what's already hitting home runs in your marketplace, but number three, provides some great ideas for titles that you can adapt to your own market. So let's pop over there and take a look at how you can use this right now. All right, so here we are over at our resource, and it is a content aggregator called Alltop. It's at alltop.com. And what an aggregator is it's a site that goes out to a bunch of other sites and kind of aggregates or brings together all the content it thinks is most interesting. So basically this front page is on hot topics, and a lot of this is technology stuff or marketing stuff. Now, even if you're not into marketing and technology, what I like about marketing and technology stuff is that the titles are really, really, really good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to explore a few of those. I'm scrolling down here, and I'm right here at entrepreneur.com. And here's a title I really like, Hate Making Collection Calls, How to Do Them Right. Now, I do not make collection calls, but I like that title, so what I'm going to do is pop back over here to my text editor. I'm just going to paste that in, and then pop on back to my browser. Here's another title that I really like. Don't let your blog get caught with its pants down. Now, once again, I'm not really a blogging coach, but I like that title. So I'm going to pop back over here to my text editor and paste it in. Oops, and I missed the D there, so type that in. And let's pop back over to my browser. And, I mean, you can just browse around here for other titles. Here's a title that I really like down here on the right. 3 simple techniques to getting your message seen and heard. So I'm going to copy that, pop over to my text editor, and paste that in. Now, one thing I really want you to get this, that you are not to copy in any way other people's content, their titles, verbatim, and pass them off as your own. What I'm doing here is I'm simply cutting and pasting source content. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to come back and play around with these and make them my own. So pop back to the browser. So what I've done is I've spent about a minute and I've already gotten through the kind of seeds for 3 amazing titles. Now, the other thing about Alltop is if you are in marketing or if you are in technology, you might actually find topics that you can use. Now, once again, you don't plagiarize, you don't kind of cover the same territory. You go from a different angle, a different approach. But you can also find not only titles but ideas. The third thing about Alltop is because they realize people want to pop over here and in a very brief period of time get great information, they're not going to put really peripheral, bizarre information. They are going to aggregate the articles and the topics that they believe people are interested in. Because if you scroll right up here on the right side, they have some ads. And if people aren't actually interested in the content that's on Alltop, they're going to stop coming and their ad revenue is going to go down. So you can also do a little bit of research on what people, where there's pre-existing interest in certain topics online. So you can see in just a few minutes on Alltop, you can not only get article ideas, you can not only get kind of seeds for great titles, but you can also get a little bit of a background at a very quick glance at what people are already finding interesting. But there's a third thing on Alltop. If we come right up here to the right, you'll notice there is an alphabetical index. So just as on this kind of home page of Alltop, there's a bunch of like techie and marketing stuff, you can also look for topics by alphabet. You can come up here to A. So let's click on A. And here's a whole list of different topics. And there's addiction. There are a lot of people who are into addiction counseling or who help people with addictions. Here's a big one. I know a lot of ADHD coaches. So let's click on ADHD. And here is an Alltop page just like the kind of techie geeky one we were on with on the home page, but it's all ADHD stuff. Look at this. Could you come up with at least a couple ideas that people are already interested in? And again, not plagiarize, not copy, but use these as an inspiration so that you can create your own magnetic content. I also know people who are into education. They're education mentors. So let's come up here to E. And there it is, education. Here's another cool one, e-learning, that a lot of people are interested in. So let's click on education. And once again, this huge page on Alltop of topics all about, look at this, it goes on forever. My goodness. Let's pop over to M. Here's M. Unfortunately, there's a little glitch, so this little ad, you can't even click on it, so Alltop needs to fix that. But there's, right up here at the top, there's a marketing category, all sorts of different categories. Midlife, if you're like a coach who deals with people in midlife, you can click on midlife, and Alltop's a little slow today. Once again, this whole massive page of aggregates of different blogs and content sites all about midlife issues. Pretty amazing. So one other thing I want to show you, remember right at the beginning of this video we played around with some titles, and I promised I would. Since we aren't plagiarizing, what I wanted to do was come back here and show you what to do with these seed information. So remember, I don't make collection calls, so I would imagine that I would hate making them, but I don't do it, my market doesn't do it. But what I do a lot of are complimentary sessions, because I'm a coach, and that's one of the ways coaches enroll clients. So what I can do to adapt this to my market is I can do hate doing complimentary sessions, and then 3 crucial keys to do them right and double your conversion rate. See, now this, my market is going to be really interested in. But basically, I just took that format of the other title and made it my own. Now, this one, don't let your blog get caught with its pants down. I could do don't let your launch videos get caught with their pants down. VDs, oops, let's change that, videos. 3 simple techniques to getting your message seen, heard, and out there in the world. Now, I really like that. That's really congruent with an article that I would actually write. But I'm going to alter this a little bit, and I'm going to make this say 3 simple but powerful secrets to creating massive buzz about every article you write. Okay? So what I've done is I've taken those 3 titles from just, the first page, just like a minute on Alltop, and I've created 3 really magnetic articles that I know my market's going to be interested in. So that's really it. That is how to use this amazing treasure trove of information called Alltop to not only find great topics you can write about, not only find things people are already interested in you can write about, but to find great titles as well. It's an amazing site. If you spend a half hour on Alltop, I would imagine your content questions, terrors, problems for that entire week are solved. Out of the way, gone forever. Pop on over to Alltop, 30 minutes a week, blast those content issues out of the water, and that one lonely person who used to be commenting, the only one commenting on your blog post, well, he can still probably comment, but he will be having a lot of company.